Hello, I'm Erin from University Housing, and I'm here to find out just how fabulous our residence rooms are. Let's start off with a few questions. If you could tell us your name, your hometown, and your major.
Well, my name is Nellie Boonman. I'm from Wheaton, Illinois. My major is currently general curriculum undecided, but it will be marketing. So that's pretty exciting.
And I know your roommate wasn't able to be here today, so maybe you could tell us a little bit about your roommate, where she's from.
My roommate is from a little bit south of Chicago. Her name is Sarah Dalton.
We really love your sense of creativity and style, and University Housing thinks your pad is absolutely fab. And because of that, we're happy to tell you that you have won first prize.
Really?
So congratulations.
Oh, thank you. That's really cool.
Now, what would you say is the major theme or inspiration for your room's decoration?
Well, we call it explosion because it looks like everything in the room is kind of exploding, and it kind of has a little bit of a French touch as well, interestingly enough. As you can see, we have a piñata in the background. It's kind of like it's definitely very vibrant. And our carpet, which we actually have two carpets, the first one is pretty bright and vibrant as well. So our theme is kind of explosion and color, and we think it's fun, so we like it.
Excellent. Now, how did you and your roommate each contribute to the decorations in the room?
Well, her best friend is an artist. She created these two pieces of artwork. We like to create everything ourselves for the most part, but we did a lot of shopping before we came, and we added on as we went during the school year. So.
Okay. And what would you say would be some tips for a new resident coming to live in the residence halls on how to make their room as homey as possible?
Well, I would say the first step is definitely communicate with your roommate. You could have the coolest room possible, but if your roommate kind of sucks, it's not going to be a fun experience. You're not going to even like the room that you've created together. That is even really nice looking. Well, I think one of the most important things you can do when you have a small dorm room is find as many storage possibilities as possible. Like, as you can see, if you have a lofted bed, you have a ton more space under your bed to put things. So, for example, we actually have an ottoman that functions as a seating area as well, but we can store things in it.
And what would you say is the most fabulous part about living in your hall?
Allen Hall is a really unique residence hall. We have Unit 1, a living learning program here, so you can get really involved, and you can even get out of your room if you want to. I don't know, we kind of like it in here. But I guess living in the hall, we meet a lot of friends, so it's really great living in Allen Hall.
Well, congratulations on winning first prize, and thanks for sharing your fabulous room with us.
Thank you.
Well, we're up here, way up in the patio area of Dan Walsh's room in Allen Hall. Hi, I'm Erin Luckhart from University Housing, here to find out just how fabulous our residence rooms are. So why don't you start off by telling us your name, your hometown, and what you're majoring in?
I'm Dan Walsh. I'm from Riverside, Illinois, and I'm majoring in economics and general engineering.
Well, the judges really loved your sense of creativity and style, and University Housing thinks your pad is fab, so we'd like to congratulate you and let you know that you won second prize. Congratulations.
Great, thanks a lot.
Now, what would you say is the major theme or inspiration for your room?
Well, it's definitely centered around the patio. We've got AstroTurf, pretty cheap at Lowe's, and then the two plants, kind of silly but fun for a dorm room. My girlfriend got me the little lawn gnome in the palm tree and the little spin wheel. So.
And how would you say your room evolved from when you first moved in?
Well, when I first moved in, I had a roommate, and he pretty much took up this side of the room, but he wasn't really into decorating it, so it was kind of just like a blank wall and a blank bed and a desk, and that was pretty much it. So I put the disco ball in when I first moved in, and it's kind of just evolved from there.
Okay. Now, what kind of advice would you have for new residents moving into a residence hall for the first time on how to make their room more home-like?
Try to make things useful. Like, I made a CD rack out of just some cardboard and string that I use a lot, and I don't know, try to put things in useful places. Like, use the tops of the wood to stack things, and it's a pretty small space, but you can live in it pretty comfortably if you want.
Okay. And what do you think is the most fabulous part of living in your hall?
Well, Ground South is just, it's like embodies Allen Hall, and Allen Hall embodies like the artistic side of the U of I campus. So it's a lot of fun. So it's kind of like a community thing. Everybody's really friendly.
Well, thank you for sharing your fabulous room with us, and congratulations again on winning second prize.
Thanks a lot.
Hello, I'm Erin from University Housing, and I'm here to find out just how fabulous our residence rooms are. Let's start by finding out your names, your hometowns, and what your majors are.
I'm Sarah Service, and I'm from Homewood Flossmoor. I'm Christine Oria, and I'm from Bolingbrook, Illinois.
Well, the judges really love your sense of creativity and style, and we're happy to tell you that University Housing has selected you as the third place winner for this year's Fab Pad contest. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And here's your gift certificate for winning. What would you say is the major theme of your room?
I think our major theme is tropical, beach-like theme with the palm trees and our sunset in the background.
How would you say your room has evolved since you first moved in this year?
It only started actually with like the blue carpet and stuff, and from there we just started with the palm trees, and then the last thing we actually added was the beach scene behind us, and it just, everything kept on. Whenever we were bored one night, we'd just start coloring and see what we could come up with.
Okay. And how did each of you collaborate to creating the room decorations that you have?
We both kind of used our own ideas. We just collaborated together, and she did most of the drawing, and I helped coloring, and
She was the crayon lady.
yeah.
Okay. Now, what advice would you have for incoming students who are new to residence halls for how to make their room as homey as possible?
I would just say that you don't need a lot of money to make it look like home. Just have fun with it and be creative and do whatever you want and just take it anywhere you can.
Yeah, we need just to make sure that your personality and your taste shows through in what you do.
Well, that's wonderful. And finally, what do you think is the most fab part of living in this hall?
The people that I met, I think, on this floor is absolutely great. It's a lot of good friends I know I'm going to have all throughout college.
Yep, I'd agree, and meeting my roommate, because she's going to be my roommate next year, so that's pretty fab.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you for sharing your fabulous room with us.
Thank you.